Hello everybody and welcome to the Bristol Motor Speedway of the 2025 NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series UNOH200 and the second race of our Craftsman Truck Series playoffs, where it is Corey Heim and Chandler Smith leading us to the green flag here at the last great Coliseum. We are underway here tonight in Bristol. Who will possibly lock themselves into the round of 8 with a win here tonight, or will we have a repeat winner like Raja Cruz, who's already won in the playoffs at Darlington in our last race here in the Truck Series, or someone who's out of the playoffs? But early it's Corey Heim in the opening lap, but the caution is out already. As we know from our history at Bristol, always a chaotic race. This time Matt Mills gets cleaned out by Spencer Boyd, and they collect a bunch of trucks, including the 41 of Connor Jones, the 02 of Trayton Lapsevich, and more trucks involved in this one for our first caution of the night on the opening lap here in Bristol. And what is sure to be a chaotic night, as it's Heim and Chandler Smith once again in the front row. 3 trucks officially out of the race. Mills, Boyd, and Connor Jones out in 33rd, 34th, and 35th. Meanwhile, it is Corey Heim still leading the way over Majeski and Chandler Smith. Majeski gets into second, but Majeski's a little bit of a bumper to Corey Heim. Here comes the 98 for the lead. Heim, though, still in control, leading this time by the 11. Of course, so dominant in Darlington, but choked it late. Couldn't bring home the victory. Salvage, though, a 6th place finish, but it is Ty Majeski on the inside trying to get playoff points he can actually use, as we lost all of his from a suspension. But there's big trouble behind us. Another crash that I believe is one of the Hendrick trucks that's gone around. That is Corey Day collecting the one of Brent Cruz. Matt Crafton is in it. Parker Kligerman gets a piece of it, and that caution comes out once again. That'll take Brent Cruz out of the race. The one truck will be out in 32nd. Crafton, the only truck a lap down in P31, as it is once again Heim and Majeski, the front row, just trying to get into a rhythm here in this race here tonight, but it has been so chaotic at every turn. You don't know what to expect in a chaotic race like it is tonight. But Heim and Majeski putting on a show for the lead right now. The 11, the 98 back in 4th position, number 1. Who is going to prevail here at Bristol? Caution out again. Another crash into turn 1. This time it's Norm Benning and Clayton Green fighting at the back of the field, getting collected with Clay Greenfield, and a couple of back markers go around to bring out the yellow. So we get back underway here on lap 21 now for like our 4th restart of the race already. And once again, it is Heim time, just taking care of business in control. But there's the 19 of Daniel Hemrick behind us in a big crash with multiple playoff contenders. Caruth, Hemrick, Ankrum, Enfinger. Honeycutt is involved. Gio Ruggiero is in it, in a big pileup down the back straightaway. Ankrum just tags his teammate Daniel Hemrick, and they collect last week's winner, Raja Caruth, up the track. A whole bunch of trucks. Chandler Smith, big damage. Honeycutt gets damage. Enfinger gets turned down the track. An absolute bedlam here tonight in Bristol in this second race of the Craftsman Truck Series playoffs, and that is really a hard hit for Daniel Hemrick, who came into today 25 points above the cut line, but he's going to be taken out from this crash, and that could very well spell him being below the cut line going to the elimination race in New Hampshire next week. So that'll be very intriguing. Tanner Gray also looks like he got a piece of it at the back. And then Ankrum just drove into the pit wall. The 18 and the 26, Ankrum and Sutton, just drove themselves out on the pit wall, and they glitched together. My goodness, what is going on? They glitched together, went flying through the air, trying to have a car, baby. I don't know what the hell is going on. A wild turn of events right there with Tyler Ankrum and Dawson Sutter now both out of the race. So Ankrum's out. Jack was out, more trouble down the back straightaway. There goes Tony Breidinger, Tanner Gray on his side. Cruz, Smith, Benning, Caruth, Moore, and another massive pileup here in Bristol. Unbelievable. Absolute chaos to start this race. Hemrick, though, still going out there, but a lot of trucks just got completely demolished. You know, the whole Tyler Ankrum debacle in the last restarts here. We're down to 28 trucks. Ankrum out of the race. And it's still Corey Heim and Ty Majeski been on the front row for basically almost every restart tonight here on lap 33. 10 to go on the stage, still controlling, just trying to put themselves in a great spot to go win the stage, maybe get some stage points here as they lead over the 99 of Ben Rhodes. We'll see if we can get some green flag racing. We're having some great racing for the lead right now. Heim and Majeski is back and forth, putting together a good battle. You know, neither one going down and giving us some, you know, the Bristol racing that we know and love. We just can't get all the chaos. And speaking of chaos, around goes Trayton Lapsevich, collecting Clayton Green, Tony Breidinger, and once again, Daniel Hemrick gets big damage, and that will be the end of the night for the 19. Our first playoff driver out is Daniel Hemrick, who will finish in 28th. Joining him in the garage, Clay Greenfield, Norm Benning, Jake Garcia, Raja Karuth is our second playoff driver out in 23rd. Parker Kligerman out as well, as is Heim, Majeski, and Rhodes as we go to the final lap of stage 1. Can Corey Heim hold off Ben Rhodes and Ty Majeski to bring home his 3rd stage win in a row, as he has been on fire lately? Here comes the 99 of Ben Rhodes to the inside. The 99 needs the points to advance to the next round. On our last corner pass, Ben Rhodes is going to win stage 1 here in Bristol over Corey Heim in 2nd, Ty Majeski, Gio Ruggiero, Grant Enfinger, the top 5. How about Stephen Parsons 6th, Connor Mozak 7th, Lane Riggs, the last playoff driver, at 8th, and then Bailey Curry 9th, and Josh Rayome snagging himself a stage point in P10. So 1, 2, 3, 5 playoff trucks get stage points. The stage win, of course, going to Rhodes, and you got Heim, Majeski, Enfinger, and Riggs all getting points, as now it's the 20 of Stephen Parsons leading his first laps of the season here tonight in Bristol. Lane Riggs now in 2nd after the pit cycle really shook up some track position. Now here comes the 34. Lane Riggs easily drives right to the inside and zooms right on by Parsons. Lane Riggs to the front here in Bristol, trying to pick up another win here. Puts on a great spot. No big trouble behind us. They're wrecking once again. That is a truck upside. That's Trayton Lapsevich again, but he gets wedged in the inside wall and it spits him out like Miles the Monster. And Lapsevich's truck is laying upside down on top of the pit wall. A wild, wild night here in Bristol. Is going to take the rookie out in his debut. Now we're 3 wide for 2nd, and Stephen Parsons has got away the race lead. And there goes Clayton Green. He just got dumped by Corey Heim down the back straightaway. And the poor 2 truck with its rough season continues. Clayton Green going around. So another restart. Rhodes and then Parsons the front row. This time Ben Rhodes can get the advantage here into turn 1, but can he get the momentum and exit to turn 2 to take the lead away from the scrappy Stephen Parsons and Young Motorsports down this back straightaway? Yes, he will. Ben Rhodes back to the lead here. Your stage 1 winner, but out of the fight from Stephen Parsons on the inside, not going down. But Rhodes takes the lead, and then a slow-mo replay of a crash that just occurred. That's the 45 of Bailey Curry, the 52 truck of Caden Honeycutt. Lane Riggs upside down goes Curry and Clayton Green. A vicious, vicious crash down the backstretch. Riggs involved. Grant Enfinger in the 9 is collected. And I mean, I don't know what is going on anymore. This has been one of the wildest and most chaotic Bristol night races I have ever seen in my life, as trucks are just continuously wrecking each other left and right. It is just a wild. And then we're to this Corey Heim and Ty Majeski, who were 1-2 almost all night. Majeski dumps Corey Heim as they come across the line. And that is a huge turn of events, as that will actually take Corey Heim out of this race. Easily the favorite to win is out in 19th. They're crashing again behind us. There goes Chandler Smith and Connor Mozak. Smith once again, he was strong early, but now he's a lap down. And then another crash. He had the upside down is Caden Honeycutt's 52 truck. And it's been a tough night for the Hallmark Friesen trucks. Him and Cole Butcher not having the night they wanted. Is now Honeycutt gets destroyed. Then another wreck. Raja Karuth gets, oh, that's not Raja, that's Corey Day, gets wedged into the inside safer barrier down the backstretch. That's the 3rd time the truck has been wedged into some kind of wall or something. Absolute bedlam here tonight. Ty Majeski leading, battling Lane Riggs for the stage win. We're going to toss the yellow here to end stage 2, just a lap or 2 later than we would have otherwise. But it's going to be Ty Majeski as a wreck across the line for the stage win. Majeski barely beats Lane Riggs and Ben Rhodes. A wild stage end. Enfinger 4th, and Parsons, LaJoy, Perez Delara, Tanner Gray gets 3 stage points, and then Rayome Brothers Racing right to the top 10 with Josh Rayome and Mason Maggio. Another wreck on the restart. Ben Rhodes' luck finally runs out. He gets tagged by Corey LaJoy and collected with Parsons and Grant Enfinger as the chaos continues. So now we are here, 65 laps to go. Lane Riggs takes the lead from Ty Majeski. Ben Rhodes right there behind him, and now Ben Rhodes gets to the inside of Lane Riggs here with 62 to go. And Ben Rhodes is in the lead, trying to win his way to the round of 8. Oh my goodness, about to leave. The 98 of Majeski is blown an engine. The engine expires on Ty Majeski with 40 laps to go. He was running in 3rd place. And disaster for the 98 truck. Your stage 2 winner, Ty Majeski. The engine expires and his night is over. Luckily though, he'll still finish in the top 10 as Ben Rhodes leads with 39 to go. And now white flag in the air. Final lap presented by Credit One Bank here from Bristol. It is going to be Ben Rhodes. It looks like snapping a 3-year winless drought, and the Craftsman Truck Series hasn't won since the playoffs in 2022. Ben Rhodes is going to win at Bristol. He is going to the round of 8. Lane Riggs finishes in second, Grant Enfinger third, and Andres Perez de Lara, the last truck on lead lap, in fourth. Top 5 rounded out by Tanner Gray, and then Stephen Parsons, Josh Rayome, Chandler Smith, Ruggiero, and the DNF Ty Majeski round out the top 10 as Ben Rhodes snaps a 72-race winless streak to lock himself to the round of 8. How about that? Huge win for him and Team Thor Sports. Look at your final race results here tonight from Bristol. Rhodes the winner, Lane Riggs in second, Grant Enfinger finishes third, Andres Perez, Tanner Gray the top 5. Some great runs from a lot of underdog teams. Parsons, Rayome inside the top 10, Tony Breidinger P11, Chandler Smith, Majeski had the fastest lap. Of course, the engine failure takes him out, but he still ends up finishing in 10th with all the chaos we had. Other playoff drivers, Honeycutt in 18th, Corey Heim in 19th, Caruth 23rd, and Hemrick 28th. Cole Butcher, 16th in his debut. Trayton Lapsevich, 22nd in his debut for those notable drivers. So I look at the ramifications of today's absolute barn burner in Bristol in the playoff. Grid, Rhodes, Caruth, both with wins, locked themselves in the round of 8. Heim and Riggs have accumulated enough points where they are safe no matter what happens, so they can relax going to New Hampshire. Grant Enfinger looking pretty good at plus 33, as is Chandler Smith at plus 27. Then Ty Majeski sits at 19 points above the cut line, and Tanner Gray on the 8th and final bubble spot, just 2 points above the 19 of Daniel Hemrick, who has some work to do. And then Caden Honeycutt, 8 points below the cut line in 10th. Basically those 3 guys fighting for that one spot. 2 of them going to leave New Hampshire disappointed, more than likely, as that is our next week, our round of 10 elimination race. So as we conclude this episode, as always, I think a special shout out to my channel members. Thank you so much to JJ, Brendan Breen, and Jeremy Isley. Really appreciate your guys' support. It means a ton to me. Helps the channel and I continue to grow, produce some awesome content. Now pushing towards 2,000 subscribers. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. And if you're watching and are not subscribed, please do subscribe. It's completely free. It only takes a couple of seconds. I would really, really appreciate it. And if you want to get a shout out here at the end of the video, like these 3, become a paid channel member. Link is in the description down below. Until next week for the round of 10 elimination race from New Hampshire, I hope you all have a good one.